Peter, how do you sum that one up today?
First of all, delighted to get the win, especially after last week, conceding in the last minute, and the week before in the league against Dumbarton. 2 weeks before in the league, conceding in the last minute. So to get the win today, delighted with it. We were really comfortable for 60, 70 minutes. Looked really dynamic. Could have scored more goals. I think we hit the bar. We had some other chances. The 2 goals that we score, excellent. And delighted for Adam Brooks, who's just come into the club recently, and it's his first home game. He gets a goal, but Brennan Dickinson on the other side of that up front was, outstanding all day. But then the last 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, if it was even that long, just we sat a bit too deep, maybe a little bit edgy. With confidence, sat a bit too deep, invited Stenhousemuir to give them a little bit of a lift, and we were under a bit of pressure near the end. And we do say that if any team in any division, if there's one goal in it, the team that's down starts to take more chances, more risks, and they did. But the fact that we didn't just have that little bit of quality or just relax on the ball to pass it and try and stem that tide of Stenhousemuir throwing everything at us, but it wasn't a lot of quality, but we had to defend and we stood up to it. So I'm delighted we got through that as well this week, because as I said, the previous couple of weeks we didn't. So hopefully that's an improvement, but to get the win is the main thing today.
That was the case, wasn't it? It was the nerves. You could probably see, given what happened in the games at Dumbarton and Arbroath, the nerves kind of kicked in once Stenny got that 1 goal back.
Yeah, exactly. But we have to learn from that. Can we manage the game a little bit better? Can we, we start giving away silly free kicks, which invites easy balls to be put into our box that we have to defend. Now, our defenders stood up to it and they were outstanding, with headers and tackles and blocks. But we're only talking about a 10-minute, 15-minute spell. As I said, if it was even that long, it taints the performance. But for an hour to 70 minutes, we were absolutely outstanding. It just looked so comfortable. You look around the park, I think Stenhousemuir were smothered the majority of the time they got the ball. Our desire to win headers and win tackles in that midfield was excellent. So I've got to focus on that positive, because it was really good. I didn't think we passed the ball as well as what we have done in previous home games. We can improve on that, but that maybe it just comes down to that little bit of edginess. We do have a very young squad, but they're learning. They're learning all the time. We have a couple of experienced players. It's great to get Brennan Dickinson in there today. And as I said, the likes of Adam Brooks getting his goal today, hopefully that gives him a big lift, and he's looking forward to trying to score as many goals as he can.
As someone who's been watching it, I felt that first half was probably the best first half that we've seen for a wee while.
I think it was the best first half in the opposition's last third. I think because we looked so dynamic and we looked like we could get in at any point, just with the pass and the pace, the passes that we were trying to thread through. But I don't think we passed the ball as well to build up those attacks. But again, Brennan Dickinson was such a handful for their 2 defenders that he managed to get us up the park, hold the ball up and lay it off, and then we could go from there. So we need to merge the 2 of them together, try and blend them, be better at both, and we'll be a very good side. But there's obviously sides up against us that want to stop us doing whatever we want to do.
You talked there about the finishes today. Reece, to start with, in the first half was a great finish, but the quality of the second goal in particular today. It
was Reece on the edge of the box there, picking up a volley and slotting it into the bottom corner. He does that in training all the time. He picks his spot and puts it in there. So delighted he got his goal. It was well deserved from the team. Then Brennan Dickinson, I think, had a ball. He curled into the top post. It just hits the bar and comes back out.
I still don't know how you managed to get that shot in.
I know. So he's done excellent today. But on the other side of that, the second half, when we could have got in 5, 6, 7 times, Brennan Dickinson made that goal himself by working down the line. He keeps the ball in from going down the line. He rides a challenge from the centre back and bursts down the line and plays a first time ball in to Adam Brooks, who's running at his full pace and managed to finish. It's an absolutely outstanding finish. When you see that in the highlights, it's a really good finish, a striker's finish, and a striker that's full of confidence too. So hopefully that keeps going. But yeah, we look good, but we could be better.
Should you say him getting that goal boosts the confidence? You can see what confidence does.
It does. It boosts his confidence. But from when we scored that second goal, I felt we started to drop off ever so slightly, and that gave their midfielders more chance to pick up when we were winning our headers. But their midfielders picked up the second balls, which they were able to contain more attacks and put us under a bit more pressure. So we need to be better at that, recognise the situation, be brave enough to stay higher. And they're all. As I said, we're the young squad. When you look at our back four, you got Mikey Hughes, 20, 22, 23 probably. Jack Hanna, 21. Oscar is young. Matty's a little bit older and has that experience, but he's got to keep everybody together in front. You got Harry Cochran and Reese younger, Lewis O'Donnell in front again. So we do have a young side, so we just need to keep learning and try and build that confidence, but that will come with results.
Keeps that home form going as well.
It does, and we have a lot of home games now up until February. I think we've only got 2 away games, but that brings the cup game in as well, and the rearranged Inverness game. So yeah, we need to try and make this home ground a fortress and really improve our away form.
The away form, Kelty next week, something to prove?
Something to prove, yeah, because we didn't do ourselves justice in any way, shape or form when we played them here and lost 5-1. But Kelty are a good side. This division shows some strange results. It's done it again today with a couple of other teams, so we have to go there, remember what happened to us here, not do that again. But yeah, there's we need to go up and prove a point up there.
That Celtic game, though, it was like they had, I think, 6 shots on goal and scored with 5, so it was just one of those days, really, wasn't it?
Let's hope we have one of those days. I'll take that.
And some good news on the injury front with...
Yeah, we've had a couple of players join back in this week, we've obviously had Brennan, who's got through the 90 minutes today after coming back from injury a couple of weeks ago. Xander Craik joined back in with us yesterday, which would be Friday. Joined back in just for a day's training, so we'll be looking to build him up over the next couple of weeks. And Fraser Bryden joined back again, but he was joined back with us at the start of the week, and we need to build him up as well because he's a little bit behind, I would say, fitness wise, but he was out here working very hard before the game to try and get fit, try and get sharp, and gives us hopefully in a week or so's time a few more forward going options.
A bit more positive news about Kai and Farrell?
Yep, hopefully, but they are a long way away. I think Kai, speaking to Kai today, with the assessments that he had, we were thinking Kai's season would nearly be over, but having spoken to him today, he's saying that when he's seen the specialists, they've said probably about the middle of February, should everything go well. And then Pharrell Willis is probably the middle of January, should everything go well. But we'll see what happens with them. They've got a lot to do to get back fit, and that's if everything goes really well.